You need to try and pick off the units as. Look at the shields on the mark.
Oh my god, the drone's gonna
Hey everybody, I am Artosis. Alongside me, the amazing, the handsome, the flying man, Tasteless.
Hi.
How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. These two guys, Rhett and Fenix, Rhett the Zerg, Fenix the Terran, these guys are both very talented players. I love these two guys, to be totally honest.
I can tell, man.
Fenix, what?
You are like jumping right ahead.
I got a big banana grin on my face.
Man, you are like ready to get down and dirty into it, Tasteless. But I want to just let people know this is the losers bracket round 3. This is the IGN Pro League, the IPL. Check them out on Twitter at IGN Pro League, and of course,
do that.
Call me Tasteless and Artosis as well.
Do that.
This is an awesome tournament. Okay, Tasteless, go ahead. True that. Right into it, Tasteless.
No, you know, Fenix was a player from StarCraft 1. He was a Protoss player. Actually, not uncommon. He switched his race in StarCraft 2. We've seen that. I'd say a little bit over half the StarCraft 1 players did decide to change the race. He's Terran now. Rhett was generally known for being a Zerg player, but he did play Terran against Zerg. He was not a guy that wanted to do mirror matchups. He did have a hard time when he came to Korea for StarCraft 1 as a pro gamer, because of course in the Korean scene you have to stick with one race.
Yeah.
But here he is in StarCraft 2. And
he's doing great, man.
Yeah, he's a scary player.
He's getting deep here at the IPL. You know, he's had some really good lands. In fact, he won Assembly Winter this year. Finished in first place overall in the NASL. And, you know, he's doing great, man. A member of Team Liquid, while Fenix is of Fnatic. Both top-end players. And I'm not sure who's going to win, because their styles are neat against each other. Fenix is more of an aggressive player. Rhett's a macro player, so there's going to be a few attacks, I feel like at least, that Fenix is going to rely upon to gain an advantage.
Oh, I think so. Fenix actually reminds me a lot of myself in the way he approaches the game. He's going to try to get in there and cripple you early on, and from there he's going to make the game easy. If he doesn't manage to cripple you, he's going to have a pretty tough time winning.
Yeah, you know, he actually, that's...
Oh, hold that thought, though, Artosis.
And look at that, the barracks placement. No, I don't think he did. We'll have to check on the way back. But basically, that's really smart. If you see just one barracks, you're like, oh, it's an expansion build. And then you might not make as many Zerglings. It might do more damage.
And as we see, he does not.
Oh my god. Absolutely awesome placement. Has no idea, Tasteless. No idea. But he does see this bunker. Will Rhett be able to hold?
We're going to find out. This is really good bunker placement, hugging the wall. The spine crawler is on the way. So Rhett did spot the second barracks. He doesn't have a ton of time to react. Seconds really do turn into into miles in a matchup like this one.
Well, here come the drones, and we'll see how Rhett handles this. Going after that SCV first. Nice micro, pulling the drone back. Does not want to lose anything. Zergling's coming out now, and very nice dancing so far. Still no drones lost. That's pretty important. Going after that SCV once again. Does not want this to finish, and no, it will not. Kills off the SCV, and still no drones lost. Only Zerglings, and the spine crawler gets up. That should be just about the end of this rush. Very nice hold by Rhett.
Yeah, Rhett's doing a good job. The Marines are still in here, still doing some damage. He's got to be careful, because that queen is getting a little bit low. The spine crawler, pulls back. Well done. And I think that basically does it, Artosis. It looks like
Fenix
Rhett survived.
Yeah, Fenix going for his command center now. We see 21 drones to 18 SCVs. 7 Marines out, but, you know, Rhett's fine. He has that spine crawler, he has a queen and some drones. Not very likely for those 7 Marines to really do much damage here.
No, they shouldn't. In fact, I would not be surprised if Terran turns around. But as I say that, take a look here, Artosis. He's actually moving forward.
Yeah, that's a little bit dangerous. He is taking out a few drones now, but gonna lose these Marines very, very easily, and Rhett smartly pulls back those last 3. No reason to keep fighting against the Marines. A queen can clean these up, and he does drop to 18 drones and now against 20 SCVs, but Rhett can now start making big rounds of drones because his opponent, Fenix, as we see, just walling in. No tech yet, no possibility to move out, and the best thing really Rhett could do right now is make another hatchery.
Yeah, absolutely. As you can see, the Terran is doing a 3 barracks wall in. That's well, you're just not going to get in there, Artosis. Sorry, Artosis.
Nah, dude, I wanted to
get
get in,
all
but
up. You can't do it, man.
apparently I can't do it, man.
It's just not realistic.
My mom told me I could do anything, become anything I wanted, but
Well,
get
she was
past those
lying.
barracks, man.
I don't know why your mom was a pathological liar, Artosis.
I don't know either, dude. It's a terrible thing.
But look, these 3 barracks, yeah, it's going to be impossible for Zerg to get in there, but it also shows us that Terran's not really going to try to move out, so you're 100% correct. Pretty soon here, when he has the extra cash, when he's made enough drones, he should definitely take another hatchery.
Yeah, but he is going quite a quick layer, which is pretty interesting, because when you're going to go layer and drones, you're not really going to have the money to make that 3rd hatch as quick, and I mean, it's a valid choice to go, and we see that Fenix has already gone to factory, the very popular build.
Yeah, this build is taken over, Artosis.
I know, it actually is. This build is like, you know, that algae that takes over like lakes and stuff that isn't supposed to be there. It's like that, Tasteless.
Whoa, watch out. Watch out, Lakes, and watch out, Zerg. No, it's actually a great build, and I'm excited to see where exactly Red's going to take this game. One thing he can do is if he gets Mutalisks out in time, he's going to make these Hellions pretty much useless. This is, even though it's a big map, it's really just this one-way path to the other guy's expansions.
Yeah.
There are these awkward backway entry points where you could slip in there, but really, if you're going to try to control the map with Hellions, Mutalisks can flush that out with ease.
Yeah, man. I mean, you said it quite well. Those are quite awkward, and these Marines going to walk up here, and that is not a good choice. He does end up backing up there. So, Rhett looking pretty good, and I like this. Sniping a couple creep tumors. Good usage of that scan.
He's probably going to need to get off the map here, though, pretty soon. He doesn't have a lot of Marines, and
looks like he may, in fact, end up losing all these Marines. Rhett, with a nice group of Speedlings, going to take these out. And, wow, that was just pure own right there.
Well, here's the problem, Artosis, is that he's already lost 2 batches of Marines. He's done some damage, yes. He's killed some drones the first time. He killed some creep tumors and an Overlord the second time. But he's not going to have a big army.
Yeah, he's
at the end of the day.
Look at the supply already, 67 to 55, Rhett in the lead. He's got a ton of drones. Here come the Blue Flame Hellions, though. Can he get anything actually done with these?
I'm not sure. I feel like the Blue Flame Hellions probably should have come out with the Marines first of all, so they wouldn't have died to those Zerg.
Yeah, I like those timings with the two factory better.
Well, they complement each other.
Whether they have combat shields or not, it's really, exactly. It's going to help each other out a lot. And going after that queen, taking out the creep tumor very smartly, and well, he just kind of can control the creep from here. I don't know if he can actually run up and do any damage. And look at that nice scan going down, taking down those 2 fresh creep tumors.
But the mutas are out, Artosis. They're chasing the Hellions away. The Hellions do have speed, so they're going to be able to get away. But look, it's just not a situation that's looking very good for Fenix. What Fenix wants to do is deal damage and then leave ahead.
Yeah.
Instead, he's going for a trade, and frankly, Zerg is fine doing that. They can recover faster from a trade than any other race.
Well said.
They can.
Well said, Tasteless. Well, these Hellions trying to find something to do, but the mutas, they're pretty quick as well, and they fly, Tasteless. As the crow flies, the muta does too, in a straight line wherever it's going.
Yeah, unless it's being micro, that's back and forth in a straight line.
Yeah. Or maybe, heart shape, who knows, man? Matters how you want to micro.
Maybe in a Mickey Mouse, shape, it's the shape of his head, you never know. These creep tumors, again, continue to be pushed out here.
Looks like a little misclick right there.
I was going to say, I don't know what the story with those drones was, but it looks like he fixed it, whatever it was.
And, 10 mutas out, 63 drones against 52 SCVs, so Fenix is actually doing a good job of keeping up on his SCV production, but Red, of course, pulling ahead on drones, and looks like he may be taking a 4th base momentarily here.
Red's basically at that magic number for Zerg. It's about 65 or so drones. That's really when it's pretty hard to lose.
Stop drones around there, especially someone like July Zerg. Some Zergs, though, prefer going up to even as high as 100 from time to time.
Yep, I've seen check play.
Yeah. And, Baneling's speed on the way. Cloak is done for Banshees, which is quite interesting. We don't normally see Cloak this late in the game. And 2 more facts. Looks like we're going to see mech play.
Interesting move here. I don't know if this is a good idea considering how behind he is. Actually, maybe it is a good idea because at least with mech you can turtle pretty heavily.
Yeah, you can take that third and you get pretty cost effective. You just kind of have to watch out for mobility issues and broodlords.
Now here's a surprise Banshee with clothes. We don't really see this. This is very Phoenix-esque.
Yeah, this is kind of tricky here. I'm surprised he came in with 1 right there. Because, of course, with the layer up, that Overseer is going to get out. And it looks like he really wants to kill that Queen Tasteless. He has something against Queens. Not a fan of Queens, man.
No.
I'm like, Patriarch, no. What is it? Matriarch.
Matriarch is...
oh, man, I just read words. I never say them.
No, that's the worst, man. I've had that before, too. I'm like, I got a good word to use in this cast, but I can't quite get it out.
That's right. I'm suffering from fatigue right now. So,
so the mutas and the Zerglings, moving out around the map, this is probably an indicator with the Terran expanding to that location that he's really in a tough situation. He's taking an expansion that really hugs his base, not going down for the bottom left expansions.
Ooh, and Rhett getting in with some Zerglings to take out a few SCVs. Phoenix quickly running them away, but Rhett has now seen 4 factories, so he understands, hey, this is a mech build. And against a mech build, of course, you're going to play a lot different than against other builds. You're going to have to abuse mobility a lot. Notice Rhett's getting his +2 muta attack and just making a ton of mutas with every little drop of gas he can find.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And of course, with a mech build like this, Thors are great. They're good units, but if you manage to magic box over them, the Thor is just going to be killed. It's simple. The Banshee over here, 3 kills on this Banshee. I don't know if this Banshee maneuver was actually worth it.
No, I think it wasn't Tasteless. Both Banshees put together, I don't think actually killed enough. They really did it. They killed a few drones and a queen, and that's it. For all that gas, all those minerals, really not a worthwhile investment for Phoenix this game. So we see the supply, 170 for Rhett, 132 for Phoenix. Pretty standard. Rhett just bumping up his supply so quick with his sick macro. Really one of the best macro zergs in the world. He does have 4 bases. His creep spread, it's alright. And look at this. Now Phoenix deciding he wants to move out a little bit, but he's got to be careful. Baneling's going to be very good against these units. And magic boxing over those Thors. Beautiful move right there. The Baneling's coming in, and Rhett is going to be able to clean this all up oh so easily. Tasteless, that magic box right there was almost as beautiful as the magic box shirt on the handsomenerd.com.
It was almost as beautiful. Maybe
just slightly less.
Just slightly less.
Yeah.
Now, here's the issue that I've been seeing with Phoenix is every time he attacks, he kills some stuff. Yeah, that's great, but he never has enough.
Yeah,
it's always basically Rhett that leaves with a victory in that battle.
Yeah, you can't really lose little groups of units like that. That was an important group of units. You had Marines, you had Medevacs. He had a little bit of siege tankery. He had some Thors. Those are all expensive. They take a long time to build. Realistically, with this mech style play, Phoenix should probably wait till he maxes out and then hit a timing. Instead, he's sitting down at 105 supply, getting harassed by mutas. He's in a terrible spot, and I'm not sure what you can do against a macro beast like Rhett from here.
Well, I mean, the only thing you can do is not make that many mistakes early on. And unfortunately, he made too many mistakes early on. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Quite true, Tasteless.
Tasteless the wise.
I know, right? And we have quite a few many Banelings.
Yeah.
Not like too many or so many.
No,
but
I would say a reasonable amount of Banelings.
A reasonable many of Banelings.
Yes.
And Phoenix, his army not that good. It's like a max Zerg against a Terran that, he's only got like 120, 130 right now. So it's looking a little bit rough. We do have a Hive on the way as well as the Glands. And yeah, man, look, that's a pitiful army actually against what Rhett has. And Rhett going in, he realizes this magic box those Thors, and here come the Banelings just rolling through absolutely everything. I guess that was so many because they take down a planetary.
Oh my god, and that's it.
Yeah,
Checkmate.
man.
GG.
GG, and in just a moment, on to game number 2.